My name is Harry, I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is May 25th, 2025. It is 5:56 a.m. I was just uploading this video here. So YouTube gave me, there's a copyright somewhere. That's something I need to look into. I'm not sure which, but this is why I'm saying sometimes I cannot show some videos. So this is something for me to look into later if I want this video to be monetized. So there's an issue with a part within that video, so I'll come back to it after I finish record this video. But this video will be on APTS Sussex. So let's go on APTS Sussex. Okay, so we're on APTS Sussex. This is the background, and oops, not this, analytics. 3,821 views in the last 48 hours. So let's go on Twitter. Couple things to share with you because I'm trying to catch up. It's probably gonna take me 2 days to finish edit all of these. A quiet arrival. So Kate Middleton, no vibes. Where is that? 10 seconds only. Not My King, that Twitter feed been posting a lot of videos about the royal family. I'm muted because there's a music. All right, so nobody's there. Those barricades. Okay, so that's that. Let's see some of the comments here. Credit the King's God. There's that. The squad are putting things when Harry's in town. Look how many people come to see. Keep it up, Not My King. You are doing God's work, showing up the wasteful abuse, aka as the tenure on royals of the UK Brits, so-called royal family, banish them. All right, let's go to the next tweet. It seems like things are getting more intense with the royal family. I saw a lot of tweets. I think Fergie came out. Oh, I put it twice. And who else? I put it twice. Some other people that came out. Fergie's daughter, what's her name? They were doing something. So this, I put it twice on the list. Let's go to the next tweet. So I think they're seeing the pressure that's going on. So they all of a sudden coming out. So there's that here. Not My King posts that as well. We got to get out of this place. There's, what's her name? Kate and William. I guess that's after her speech. 21 seconds. They fast forwarded a little bit. There's a music. Oh my God, so empty. So that's them. Helicopter. I don't know if it's the same day. The next holiday. Okay, look how empty it is. All empty. Empty. Like right here, if you look over here, empty. Who they were waving to? Because I look here, it's all empty. All right, so let's see some of the comment. William and Kate on their way to another luxury holiday, pay with our hard-earned money. All those hashtags. It was great to see them in Glasgow. They really had to push. Let's pause this. They really had to push their way through those massive crowds, didn't they? They were lucky to get away so easily with all those people screaming to shake their hands. Okay, the ending. Oops. 2 fraudsters on the move. I mean, they lied to themselves. They lied to the people, saying they're the most popular. And I guess as they lie, now the people of the UK are showing, okay, if you have all these fans, you're the most popular, we're not gonna show up. Okay, Queen Elizabeth was the last generation of proper royal family. The soap opera that we now see is dysfunctional and more Kardashian than regal. Family arguments, criminal investigation, and pretending to work are the norm. The mainstream media support them to ensure a class system. I don't know if mainstream media. Okay, abolish the monarchy. Absolute moron. Okay, visiting the oaks. Check. Alright, let's go to the next one. That's the speech here. Text speech 5 times and 8 seconds. Kate Middleton needed a note to say 2 sentences that only lasted 8 seconds. Alright, I'll play it again.
I have the pleasure to name this ship HMS Glasgow. May God bless her and all who sail on her.
Is it Glasgow or Glasgow? I don't know. But anyway, so where were those people? Okay, they're down here.
I have the
Alright, and this is why the squad were putting speech of Meghan when she was 13 in middle school. Written by a Sussex bat. Piss off and leave her alone. How many times did you count? Oh my god, there's 5 comments. I'm gonna move after that. I want to see something here. That's an ad. There's that. Clearly this account is anti-royalist in general. That should be obvious. Okay, even the dumbest person can see this is the anti-royal account, but with your nearly zero brain you insert Sussex. That's why it's from this person, not my king. Alright, next tweet. Maybe let me wait. Alright, let's black. I just said Kate or William. Is that you? Let's go to the next tweet. 86. Which one did I just do? Damn. Oh, so that's the one here I wanted to look for. I didn't do it on my last tweet, on my last video. Alright, so there's Martyn. I have the pleasure of naming Miss Doolittle, her mumbling. Was it Clarko? What the F? A grown-ass woman with so many resources at her fingertip and she can spit out 2 lines without mumbling it up. Yikes. Okay, baby brain Kate. Oh my lord.
Morning friends, happy Friday. It's a bank holiday weekend in the UK, which means we get Monday off as well. So it's a 3-day weekend, the sun is shining, life is good. Apart from the cost of living crisis, exorbitant interest rates and the other stuff that we all know is happening in the UK. Get to the point, Martyn. Kate was out and about working in Scotland yesterday, smashing a bottle of whiskey against a new military ship, literally launching it into the ocean. And I've got to say, I think she looks quite well turned out. But the press haven't been particularly kind to Kate because she literally fluffed the lines when launching the ship. Her elocution is really, really poor. Her intonation is poor. And it was very mumbly. She literally had to say, I named this ship X, God bless her and all that's sailing her. And she couldn't even get that right. I don't know what's going on with the lady. I really don't. Also,
I really think they're putting too much pressure on her. They expect her to be perfect at the get-go, but too much pressure. I don't think she can handle it. Okay, you guys could come after me, but still, she knew what the job was entailed, so she should be prepared for all of that. Let's continue.
GB News reported that her and William was also in Scotland to do something else, and he was at this ceremony too. They travelled up there separately, despite their engagements starting at the same time. Seems like a bit of a CO2 issue, funding problem. Seems expensive to transport people separately, going to the same place for events that start at the same time. But what do we know? We're assured by the British media that everything is hunky-dory in the land of Kate and William's marriage. So I guess that must be true, right? Obviously. Comments are open. Have a brilliant Friday. Let me know what you think.
Alright.
I have the pleasure to name this ship HMS Glasgow. HMS Glasgow. HMS Glasgow.
Wow. But anyway, they don't care because they have the media in their back pocket. Yeah, that's fine. They're like, you know what? They're gonna fool the people. It get their little bubble all hunky-dory. They don't care. It smooth their ego. Next tweet. Will kiddies disappear for 6 months again? Please, and this time have some speech classes. That's fine. I thought this at some point that was a joke. I I don't know if I shared that. I think I took the screenshot to share on my community, but I thought that was the squad who posted it. So is it true though? Kitty. Yeah, it has to be the squad if they say Kitty. Kitty suffering exhaustion, a garden party, 2 sentences, and button pushing takes a toll. That has to be the squaddy. Because the Mia don't call her Kitty. They have to make her disappear for a while again as that the only time she get publicity. She gave it her all. A full sentence might be finish her. Kate's been faking Pash for 22 years. Time to face it. The Royal Act isn't working. Shoulda leave Meghan alone. Kate Middleton had elocution and public speaking classes for years, paid with public money. She's pathetic because her brain doesn't have capacity to learn. That's the problem. I don't know. She must be the unhappiest woman in a false marriage, but isn't willing to leave because of a crown, and she has nothing to offer outside the royal family. Is this a real headline? That's what I was thinking. I think it's fake after the Kitty thing. No, isn't. It's a satire. Yeah, that's why I didn't share it. I mean, I could have shared it. I guess at that time, my brain wasn't processing. That's why I'm not making fun of anybody. My brain did not process it, but I think to a certain extent, my caption, if I had shared it on my community board, I will say the squad or something like that. The way Catherine is always hustling for public sympathy to pop her up, popularity is unregal. I wish she and her husband will disappear off here for a few months. Kitty will come out the usual time, tennis escort, trooping the collar. Then she will dispose her until November. Okay, I hear she is currently on a holiday with her family. Pronouncing HMF Clarko was so exhausting that she had to take a holiday with her family. Let's go to the next tweet. That's what happened. Meghan literally said she doesn't mind being in the background. All they had to do is just shut them off and leave them alone. I'm telling you, Not My King have been posting a lot of things. But I wish they would focus more on the others, because Kate is nothing. Okay, she's not blood royal. It's the other one they should focus on. This is why sometimes I have a little suspicion with Not My King sometimes. So they're taking the pressure off of the blood royals and they're putting it on her. Even though, you know, what she did team up with the others to put on her. Okay, that's why sometimes I have a little reserve for Not My King. I'm like, what? Okay. What about the blood royals? What are they doing? Why is they putting so much about Kate? We already know she's incapable. She's not at Meghan's level. But the others, they scot free. I didn't even know William was there. Well, later when I find out, because there was pictures I was doing for thumbnails and I saw. The moment they decided to send Katie on the Grin and Drop, was Katie Middleton. Okay, 17 seconds. Okay, there's the music. Oh my God. I understand this is her flaw, but still. Focus on the blood royal. Oh, could they be the one who told her to do that? They probably advise her and she's the only one who's doing it to make her fool of herself. This is what happened when you freaking don't have a brain. If she had put a stop to so many things, that's what I think here. They probably told her she had to do that, thinking everybody else is gonna do it, and she ended up being the only one. I don't know. She take her duties very seriously. She is inspirational to millions to do what? Why she's bowing to Poundland Penny Mordaunt of the High C. She has a big sword. I misread this as Jen and Drop and was like, yeah, that fits. That course has not 1 cent Margaret left. She's forever dropping. What a crawler. Chucky is so good at ignoring her. LOL. Yeah, they're probably telling her she has to do that. So when it's time, they don't talk about the others. That's the only thing I could think of. That's the only thing I could think of. Okay, so now instead of Meghan over there, because Meghan is not over there, even though they're still talking about her, but when she's out, they're making her do stupid things like that, so people don't talk about the other one. That's what I think. Okay, the bullying claim against Meghan would have never seen the light of day if she had played the docile Stepford wife like Kate Middleton. You see, there's the thing here. Meghan put a stop to the BS, but she's taking it and they're using her. The claims came out when they saw how naturally people were drawn to her. She had people loving her on a Diana level. Kate never had that. Okay, that's the thinking here. So true, there is no law the House of Windsor won't go to in order to attempt to destroy Meghan. They are ruthless. Okay, the craziest thing is that everyone knows, and they know that we all know, but they don't stop. Like I said in one video, when Harry, after the Syndrome Summit, okay, Harry did the speech during the Sender Bali event, that's when the royal family should have stopped, because at that speech, Harry did not speak ill of the family. He actually thanked them for their support. That's how Harry was trying to not put these people, you know, like, let bygone be bygone. We move our way. You do your thing, and the world will know, the facade of things will see you did a good thing.
I must say that I can only imagine what you may have heard or perhaps read over the past few weeks. So I want you to hear the truth from me, as much as I can share, not as a prince or a duke, but as Harry, the same person that many of you have watched grow up over the last 35 years, but now with a clearer perspective. The UK is my home and a place that I love. That will never change. I've grown up feeling supported from so many of you, and I watched as you welcomed Meghan with open arms, as you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. I will always have the utmost respect for my grandmother, my commander-in-chief, and I'm incredibly grateful to her and the rest of my family for the support they have shown Meghan and I over the last few months.
But they continue. Then since they continue, all bets are off. And then you got the Oprah interview, you got the book, you got the Netflix and all of that. They don't stop. Okay, Diana was also repeatedly called a bully too. The bullying claim will not have come out if she hadn't bullied. Okay, I study gender bias. There was something I said in one of my videos about the bullying, and then in the comment, and someone was like, they're very disappointed at me. I'm saying on top of my head that I should have known better, that Meghan should not advising Meghan to put things out. I was talking more for the public record. Okay, for now, we're just hearing any time that they come out, they say bullying, but we never seen the result of the bullying. I felt like for the public record, okay, Meghan might know, the royal family might know that Meghan was not bullying, and we also know deep down, we do not know. I mean, we are aware that Meghan is not a bully, okay? But for the public record, to put it out there so those people could leave that topic alone, because they will always come back to it whenever they feel like it. And then one of the things that I said in that comment is that, okay, that's the person's opinion, and that was my opinion. Guess what Harry and Meghan are doing? They're doing whatever they want. Whatever I said doesn't mean shit. It's just my opinion. The same thing as the person who wrote the comment. Okay? I like comment like this. It was very level-minded and a thing, but you could be disappointed. There's nothing I can do about that. That was my opinion, and I still feel the same way. That they should make it public and for this nonsense to stop. Okay, there's that. Did I finish with that? Let's put it, okay. The problem with Meghan is she is a no, nothing gender. Okay. William, okay, let's pause. William paid for everything with taxpayers' money. This is making reference to the Time 100 where his name is in it, and I think there was an asterisk saying that the person, is it someone in Time 100 associated with the royal family. Okay, so that's what this is making reference to. Okay, I'm verifying this, by the way. All right, let's see here. Okay, I was gonna say go ahead and let us know. Okay, let's do that. I was like, okay, let us know your findings. Okay. There's that. Pay for what? To be on time 100. Laughing my ass off. Brave of you to post a selfie. Alright, where's it? Oh. Oh, let's see here. There's that. Where is it? Brave of you. You know what? Let me leave that alone. Alright, next one. I want to make this quick. Okay, I'm almost done actually. William is constantly briefing the press about what his reign will be like and that he is going to be king sooner rather than later, which is indicating that Charles' health is actually like without saying it outright. And the media is radio silent on that very clear disrespect of his father. Well, I'm very much looking forward to how Charles and Camilla will punish him for this. Well, before the Queen died, they were posting pictures of her as if she was in a casket or something. That's the way that I saw that image. Just look on the screen. I still have it. That was before she died. That picture was going around. William can't wait to celebrate Charles' funeral. Okay, if this were 1420, Chucky will need tasters at every meal. And while the nobles kept Harry's armies well-funded in a half-hearted war with the Dutch or something, Charles never went on about what his reign will be while Queen Elizabeth II was sitting queen. William just can't wait to celebrate and stage a coronation when Pa goes. It's okay when William is crass briefing and hinting at Charles' health, but no one calls him out on it, while Harry gets flack for voicing his concern. Philip and Elizabeth spent the last decade a head cold away from the grave, and Chuckles wasn't half so crass. His "when I'm king" murmurings were rather wistful. One day, someday, but not anytime soon. Our old Harry was vilified for saying with sadness that he doesn't know how long his pa has left. William is briefing about what he'll do when he becomes king. Really, in this day and age, king. Okay, exactly. Yet, they're still weeping, wailing, and gnashing their teeth because Harry said he doesn't know how his dad is doing. Alright, next tweet. Their problem. Maybe they know something. Now that William is full-blown the royal rats type, so they're okay with that. They have the key to everything. The reason I said that, when you look back leading up to the Queen's death, there were certain steps that were taken. Okay, changing the Queen's secretary, and then other things were happening, and then once they get all of this settled, even asking the Queen permission for the horse to be Queen consort, and then once she died, you never heard the consort again. So there were steps that were being taken, and then this is why sometimes I feel like I don't think she went naturally. She might have been sick, but they speed process it. All right. Next tweet. Every time Prince William speaks on mental health, we remember him calling Princess Diana paranoid and reclusive. We remember him using Jason Connaught to testify against a pregnant and bullied Meghan Sussex who miscarried after. We remember him hating Prince Harry for defending Meghan. Alright, 1 minute and 14 seconds. Let's listen.
Think you will ever be queen?
No, I don't. No.
Okay, this has a music behind it. I think I still have this video. I probably will put my audio and that, but I'll let it play just in case if I don't find it.
Do you think you will ever be queen?
No, I don't. No.
Why do you think that?
I'd like to be a queen of people's hearts, in people's hearts, but I don't see myself being queen of this country. I don't think many people would want me to be queen. Actually, when I say many people, I mean the establishment that I'm married into, because they've decided that I'm a non-starter.
Why do you think they've decided that?
Because I do things differently, because I don't go by a rule book, because I lead from the heart, not the head. And albeit that's got me into trouble in my work, I understand that. But someone's got to go out there and love people and show it.
And do you think that because of the way you behave, that's precluded you effectively from becoming queen?
Yes, well, not precluded me, I wouldn't say that. I just don't think I have as many supporters in that environment than I did.
You mean within the royal household?
They see me as a threat of some kind. I'm here to do good. I'm not a destructive person.
Why did I see this?
I think every strong woman in history has had to walk down a similar path, and I think it's the strength that causes the confusion and the fear. Why is she strong? Where does she get it from? Where is she taking it? Where is she going to use it? Why do the public still support her? When I say public, you go into an engagement and there's a great many people there.
With my mother, made lurid and false claims about the royal family, which played on her fears and fueled paranoia. Displayed woeful incompetence when investigating complaints and concerns about the programme, and were evasive in their reporting to the media and covered up what they knew from their internal investigation. It is my view that the deceitful way the interview was obtained substantially influenced what my mother said. The interview was a major contribution to making my parents' relationship worse and has since hurt countless others. It brings indescribable sadness to know that the BBC's failures contributed significantly to her fear, paranoia and isolation that I remember from those final years with her.
My goodness, you were older. You should have known better. Okay, he should remove the term mental health from his yellow teeth mouth. What I've been saying, especially with the shout thing. Okay, I've been saying this for a very long time. He has caused mental health issues for so many people, including his wife. Shut up, William. Just shut up. Just shut the F up. Oh no, his yellow teeth. William act like he is reading a script written by King Charles with approval from Camilla. Yeah, I think so too. Even this, that was leading up to the Queen death as well. Alright, setting the way, cleaning the path, that as if people stupid, we remove our brain, throw it in the garbage, and then putting their nonsense in our head. Like we don't remember what they did to Princess Diana. Okay, they were cleaning up the path for them to be queen, king, whatever, Charles that is, and then he went along with it. Okay, I just read that. I don't know how he lives with himself. He has to be pure evil. He wants to be his brother so bad that he follows everything he does, even paid to get on the list and fake accolades, or plain giving himself award. He is awful, is weak, and had no true accomplishment fitting. Okay, I second this. Plus Prince Harry got his beloved mother, Princess Diana, that public apology. Yeah, that's after the phone hacking and asked them to apologize to his mother. Yes, he did. This guy is a bully. His false public facade is embarrassing. A born bully. As she said that a born bully, that video of him walking into a room and then punching Princess Diana between her legs. He didn't really hit her, but when you see, well, then he hit his father in the head too at a much older age. Maybe his royal laziness should address his own mental health. Firing a gun at his own brother to entertain his friends is sick. Okay, I'm not sure about this. Maybe, was it in Spare? He did that. Let's see here. He did that. There's to comment here. Yes, I stated in Spare. That's what I thought, in Spare. Okay, if the bad say he did, he must be done. Okay. Let's go to the next tweet. I was eating as I was listening to the videos. Okay, so there's this. Keep making excuses for people like Kate Middleton. Keep treating them with kid gloves. They will never learn because they know you will always justify their ineloquence and laziness. Prince Harry's mother, Princess Diana, understood that her speaking skills weren't great, accepted. Alright, so there's that.
Princess Diana hired voice coach Peter Settlein in 1992 to help her improve her public speaking skills. Settlein worked with her to develop a more confident and engaging speaking style, which was important for her numerous public engagements and charity work. He helped her with techniques to project her voice, manage her nerves, and express herself more effectively.
So that's
She had been abandoned by her family, having become a huge embarrassment and disgrace. Each person is born with individual qualities and potential.
Slightly faster now.
Did you know Princess Diana hired voice coach?
I usually highlight these and some of
Peter
oh my god. I usually highlight them in my videos sometimes. it and took action. She recognized the importance of addressing her shortcomings. However, Diana was never lazy. She never used motherhood as an excuse or fake an illness for inaction or do nothing. Like I said, she left a blueprint for both boys. Alright, stop helping that woman. They know what to do. They didn't help Meghan. They want Meghan to fail. Helping her, there's that, laughing. Now, that's what you do when you know that your public speaking skills are insufficient for the task at hand. You seek out professional help. Some will try to fake it or bluff their way through, but be advised, you're not fooling anyone but yourself. It really does take practice. It helped that Diana wanted to do it, to help beyond herself and her circle. Kate never wanted to do anything but get the ring. And Princess Diana said that I don't know how the grade level work in the UK, where she said they thought she was stupid just because she didn't get to a certain level.
But I was portrayed in the media at that time, if I remember rightly, as someone, because I hadn't passed any O-levels and taken any A-levels, I was stupid. And I made the grave mistake once of saying to a child I was thick as a plank in order to ease the child's nervousness, of which it did. But that headline went all around the world. And I rather regret saying it.
But, you know, she was very smart. Mumbles has probably had voice coaching, and we are seeing the improved version. Oh my God. Probably. They probably said, okay, the best way to do it is give you 3 sentences. She still F it up. Next tweet. I mean, duh. Alright, that's a screenshot. The palace has been told that King Charles' British doctor do not have authority to operate in Canada. Did he go in Canada to get surgery or you know what I'm getting? Because their doctors know how to lie. If they get a Canadian doctor, the Canadian doctor is not gonna lie. It's not in that script. So they wanted this to be international. So because the doctor that I guess he has cannot do work in Canada, they won't let him do it. So now if he needs to get surgery, he will have to use a Canadian doctor. I think this is why. Probably there's no surgery that needs to be taking place. They just want his doctor to do it. Do it meaning like to lie. To say he did this surgery, probably close the door, pretend they're doing surgery, but nothing is happening in there. And then for him to come out, you know, do some magic thing and said this. But Canada would not let them do it. Okay, it's clear. That's my opinion, okay? I'm just saying, based on that, because these people operate in lies. It's clear that when he landed in Ottawa on Monday, he is there as King of Canada. His mission to deliver soft power with impact. My read here. That remind me when they sent Harry and Meghan to Morocco.
The Foreign Office is using the Sussexes to strengthen ties with Morocco. It's the most stable country in a region of instability. So by sending Harry and Meghan, Britain has dispatched its most powerful diplomatic weapon from its royal armoury.
Okay, he doesn't have cancer. He's not traveling with doctors, getting ahead of the story. Okay, I don't know anything. I'm just reading this. Okay, she tagged somebody here. I didn't know you have a king. Okay, soft power with impact, LOL. What a world salad. Okay, personally, I guess it's a hidden clue that Charles' reign is short and will end abruptly. His power with the Commonwealth has shrunk considerably since the death of Queen Elizabeth II. We have seen the downfall of the British royal family. The other thing I was thinking here is probably to get sympathy. Okay? He needs sympathy because people are not buying the BS. That's what it is. Either to do a fake whatever surgery so people could feel sorry for him, and to get sympathy, but it's not working. So they have to try all sort of things. If this is true, he wanted to get surgery or whatever, probably to fake that he got surgery, and then people will be, oh, this kind of thing, but it's not working. Next tweet. Okay, I'm thinking if it was a different government, probably would have give let's say a Trump type of government, that because the Canada just had an election. If they had the same group of people like the Tories, the Trumpers, and the US, the same group and Canada, they have them. It's worldwide. Okay, it's worldwide. If this what was the government was, maybe they will, do their thing in the background for him. But they got similar to like a Democrat kind of thing. I don't know the political aspect of Canada. I'm just comparing, okay? Next tweet. It's the year 2050. Charles is long gone. William is sitting on the throne with his second wife, who looks conspicuously like Simon Case in a bad wig. The UK is at war with MAGA Confederacy. And still the tabloid will be talking about Meghan Markle's 2022 Vogue cover. Oh my God. King Charles waited over 70 years to become king. He is out there releasing podcasts, donating to food banks, is he? And even hugging brown people to try to get people's attention. And all the Daily Mail wants to talk about is his daughter-in-law. I do enjoy that. I do enjoy that for that petulant man. That's the part here. This one got me. Even hugging brown people to try to get people's attention. Like I said, during his reign, they should have been talking about Camilla nonsense, what they did to Princess Diana, but they shift everything to William and Kate. Even that Not My King thing, when they're showing all the thing about Kate. Okay, I'm like, why are they fucking on her? We already know she's mediocre. She's disposable to the royal family. It's the blood one they should focus on. This is why sometimes I suspect about the Not My King thing. I know some people came after me and said, no, they're anti-royalists and all of that. I'm like, there are things sometimes I see them do. I'm wondering. Okay, right now people should be talking about the blood royals, the money that, yeah, sometimes they do spend, talk about that. Kate has no say over there. Alright, the delusion of these people, I believe it's because they truly are crashing out over Meghan returning to Instagram. As Kaiser said, the real story motivation behind rehashing the Vogue piece will come out in due time. Let's pause that. It's all about the wrong one being successful. Kate's cover was widely panned. Camera got snubbed. Meghan set record. There's that. I mean, like I said in some videos, once Meghan understand the way they play their game, and then that's it. Before she came in with the white flag, I'll be in the background to maximize my potential, help you, you go cut ribbon, the white flag is raised up. They didn't listen to her. So now that she understands how they play their game, she's doing it freely without even trying. Okay, it's 2050. Queen Charlotte is sitting on the throne after Yorkshire really abdicates and George, realizing he's too sensitive for the role, abdicates to his sister. Tabloid compare how youthful Charlotte is to Meghan Markle. Oh my God. Just remember, Charlotte is much younger than Meghan. They will not want to admit it, but they find her fascinating, and she is. She's newsworthy. The woman could be watering her plants. They'll be fawning over her because she's a natural. She does not swipe others' work as her own. She researches, reviews, reaches out, helps others. Okay, I enjoy your post. Best bit is blacking the Rangers. Okay, not Simon Case. What happened to Jason Knopf? Let me mind my business. Some dreams will never come true. Instead of Simon Case, I think the preference is Chris Evans, but drawn from memory. Okay, oh, and don't forget, they'll still be telling us how Meghan really did make Kate cry. That's the laugh here. Alright, let's go to the next one. This one is a LOL as well. I'm almost done. Oh my God, I can't believe I was laughing. Annabelle doll has been found, y'all. She got on a plane and is at Buckingham Palace. Oh my God, the squad or something. Alright, there's all of this. Okay, the squad are just laughing. This is my last one. Okay, did I put it twice? Let's see here. Yeah, I put it twice, so forget that. Okay, I already did this. So please, should we do a prayer? Let's do a prayer. Oops, I don't want to open my email. I don't know. Prayer for, oh, what the hell? Sight. I want sight. prayer for sight. Okay, let's look for an image, whatever is here. Okay. O Lord, you restored the sight of blind Bartimaeus and the 2 blind men. My Father restored my sight this day in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. So I need to fix this and find where the problem. They usually give you a timestamp. They didn't show it. So this is something I need to fix before I make it public. So that's it. Thank you for watching.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.